So this message is for my fellow Africans. Oh yeah, make una come to the front, come to the front. Come sit down well the front. So this conversation that is going on around FBA boycotting African businesses. This conversation is annoying me. It overvexes me. A way, especially the way Africans have responded to it. So I thought I should come in here and say, a few things, give my own 2 cents into the issue. First, I'm very disappointed to see Africans going around, instead of it this being a time for them to listen and find out what this is about, they're going around insulting these people, insulting the Black Americans. I'm hearing things like, they're lost and they don't have culture. Are you kidding me? Which people are lost and don't have culture? Growing up, do you want to tell me that growing up, wherever you grew up in Africa, you people were not trying to imitate Black Americans, the way they dress, their music, the way they sing, the way they dance, and then we have the audacity to sit here and say they don't have culture? When growing up, everybody wanted to be like them. Maybe it's only when we came to America that white supremacy has, brainwashed us to think that they're inferior. But no, they have culture, and their culture is actually worldwide. A lot of people steal their culture. And we say they are lost, that they don't know their history. Are you kidding me? I learned about my history from these people. I didn't know about any of the great African kingdoms. I didn't know about the greatness of our ancestors until I came here and learned from these people, from their history. I had to learn my history from them, and you have the audacity to sit here and say that, they don't know their history. Do we know our history in Cameroon? Do we know our history in Africa? We learned from the history books of the white man that told us that we are lucky that they came here and saved us from ourselves. We don't even know our history. I had to learn it over here from African Americans. So please, stop throwing such insults, because they're not even real. We should be grateful. We're here because of them. We're here because of all the hard work they put, all the rights that they fought for, and we're coming here today to enjoy those rights that they fought for. We even get the benefits of those rights more than they who fought for the rights. And yet we have the audacity to hold our noses and say, they're dumb, they're stupid, they're this or that, they're lazy, and they don't know their culture, they're lost. How dare us? How dare us? This is so annoying. In fact, when I look at, if you don't know the history of this country, please look it up. Because when I look at the history of this country, when I look at all the things that African Americans have gone through, the fact that they are still standing and they are still striving for a better country, the fact that they're still here is an absolute miracle. This is what I call the epitome of resilience. This is the epitome of resilience. They've been through so much, yet they continue to strive and to make it better. Whereas many of us in Africa have just kind of given up on progress. So just kind of, thank God it's changing a little bit now in some countries, but for the most part, a lot of people in African countries and the countries have given up on progress and just, bends to the will of the Western world, who continues to extract our resources. And then some of you even said you're trying to, some of you were even saying, you're trying to cast witchcraft spells on this, on the African Americans. If they dare boycott us, we're gonna send witchcraft. Are you kidding me? I beg. If you could do any witchcraft that could actually work, why didn't you do it against the white man who's pillaging you till today? Came and stole your people, extracted everything, and so today they're still pillaging you. You've not unleashed the witchcraft on them. You want to come and unleash it on your African American brothers and sisters. People sit here and complain, they're not successful. Look, Koreans come and they build stores. The Arabs build stores in their communities. They don't have stores in their communities. Africans build stores in their communities. Have you ever Googled why that is the case? Do you understand zoning practices and discriminatory practices? Do that homework. Figure out why is it that the African community is full of Korean stores and Arab stores and so on, but not businesses owned by the African Americans themselves. Google that. Do that for your homework. Just do that for your homework. And then some people, the other thing that really annoys me is that this boycott is not even about hate, and some people are framing it as the African Americans hate Africans, or whatever, or they're underlooking us and so on. Yeah, is there a fringe of them who might feel that way? Of course. But if you look at the origins of this boycott, it's not about hate or anything. It's about they feel disrespected in our business places. They feel disrespected in our hair salons. They feel disrespected in our restaurants. And they're trying to take a stand and say, no, we shall not be disrespected. Yeah, we've tried to twist it over and make it be about hate versus not hate, and oh, unity this, unity that. You can't have unity without respect. You can't. Well, there shouldn't be just unity for unity's sake. If we need to have a conversation to bring some things to light, then we need to have a conversation to bring some things to light. There are some people I know who do not care about the impact that they have on others until they are impacted. There are some people who do not care, about the disasters they leave in their wake until there's consequences for them themselves. And maybe this is African Americans' ways of saying enough is enough. We need to take a stand to demand respect, especially from our fellow from our fellow people who share our skin. I know some people say, oh well, but everybody disrespects African Americans. It's not only Africans. Why are they choosing Africans? The Indians disrespect African Americans, the Arabs, everybody, the Asians, the white people, of course. Why are they choosing to boycott just African communities, African businesses, that they're just going for the lowest hanging fruit? You know what? Yes. Do you know that when your own kinfolk disrespects you, it hurts more than a stranger on the street? I bet if you were walking on the street today, and a stranger just shouted to you, Sacha, you have a big head, would you even care? No, you'll not even care. But imagine you came home, your mother said, Sacha, you have a big head. You start looking, do I have a big head? You go to the mirror and look at yourself all day, do I have a big head? So this kind of disrespect hurts more when it's coming from your own folk. And we cannot be sitting here and demanding unity without actually breaking down what is causing them to take this action. We really need to show respect. Now it's time for us to listen and show respect instead of threatening that we'll unleash witchcraft and we'll do this, try that. No. America has an abusive relationship with African Americans, and Africans coming in to act like this is like being enablers of that abuse. And when people are enabling abuse, you cut them off too. You gotta cut them off. They're not healthy. So I even see this. So do I support? Let's not pretend. That when we came here, many of the aunties in the community didn't tell us, don't interact with those African Americans. You go downhill if you interact with them. Let's not pretend that we don't know that this disrespect is there, because it is there. And guess what? It is showing. It shows when we least expect it, and that's what they're tired of. So let's not pretend. Don't worry about the boycott. Those people who have been treating their customers right, I don't think their customers will boycott them. They will still go to them if they've been getting good treatment. But those who have not been getting good treatment and been holding their noses, now is their excuse to just not do that and try to demand some respect. So I think this conversation is very important. Do I support the boycott? I don't know, but I totally understand it. In fact, I changed my mind. Maybe I actually support it. Because guess what? Both sides carry wounds. Both sides carry a lot of wounds, and those wounds can easily be weaponized by a system that doesn't want to see black unity, by a system that doesn't want to see one unified black voice. But we cannot have one unified black voice if we pretend that stuff's not happening, if we just put stuff under the rug. We cannot. So in order to have real unity and have one unified black voice, we need to have a dialogue. The boycott might not heal us, but dialogue could heal us. Factual history could heal us. If we are sharing the same history, the same facts, it could heal us. So for me, that's a silver lining with these boycotts, is that it's forcing an important conversation that needs to happen. And I encourage you, my fellow Africans, to have this conversation. Inquire, do your research, find out, learn about this country, learn about the history, learn about the struggles of African Americans that have helped us and enabled us to be here. And if you're watching this and you appreciate the hard work that Black Americans have done for us, please like this, share it with any Black American friends you have, comment, or yeah, just spread the message. Please, let's appreciate these people in this